Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Bridget Anderson Snipe, and I am a longtime employee of the District of Columbia Department of Motor Vehicles with 6 years of service, and I'm also a district resident. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the opening of the DMV's new self-service onboard diagnostic emissions kiosk, the first of its kind in the District of Columbia. I will be back a little bit later in our ceremony to complete an emissions test demonstration using the new kiosk. At this time, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce my mayor, the Honorable Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bridget. Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here at the beautiful Tacoma Recreation Center. I want to thank you all for being here to talk about this important addition to our set of tools for DC residents. I have spent a lot of time in and around this area as an ANC commissioner, the Ward 4 council member, and now as mayor, and I know how important it is that we are continuously looking for ways to deliver better services. I want to acknowledge Councilmember Brandon Todd. Thank you, Councilmember. And I also want to acknowledge Deputy Mayor Lucinda Babers and DMV Director Gabriel Robinson, who are here with us today. So let me just say a couple of things about many of the issues that we have taken head on, including adding more 311 call takers, fixing street lights, filling potholes, Alley Palooza, and DC Pave, to name a few. And just recently, in fact, we saw results of a public opinion poll that show high levels of resident satisfaction with city services and programs. And we know DC acts as a city, county, and a state, and we do it all very well with a continued focus on how we can do it even better for our residents, especially, but also visitors to our nation's capital. Today's opening of this new 24-hour self-service kiosk is one more example of how we're making city services more convenient. We know people have different work schedules and different commitments, and by allowing residents to come here, complete their vehicle emissions tests on their own time, we're making it easier for Washingtonians to juggle their responsibilities. So before I finish, I want to thank Director Robinson and his team at the DMV who worked very hard to make this kiosk a reality. So let me now turn to, I'm going to invite Councilmember Todd to come up first, and then Director Robinson.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brandon Todd, and I represent Ward 4 on the Council of the District of Columbia. And I am just thrilled that this morning we are opening a brand new self-service OBD kiosk right here in Ward 4. I'm even more proud that it is the first of its kind in the District of Columbia. Many residents across all 8 wards have to undergo the task of going to the DMV to have their car inspected, and now they will have the ability to come right here to Tacoma, DC, in the heart of Ward 4 and seamlessly perform their own emissions tests. This will give residents the opportunity to get in and out of the DMV much more quickly and get them back to their daily lives. Across the district government, over the last several years, we have seen agency by agency improvement with use of technology that we see here today. And we're so thrilled that the Department of Motor Vehicles is the latest one to do that today. I can't wait until my emissions expires in 2 years, and then I will be right here getting it done. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you, Mayor and Director, for making this investment.
Thank you, Councilmember. All right, and please join me in welcoming Director Gabriel Robinson, who is the leader of the district's Department of Motor Vehicles.
Good morning, everyone. Again, I am Gabriel Robinson, and I am the director of the DC Department of Motor Vehicles. And I'm very pleased to be here with the mayor as we kick off the opening of our OBD kiosk here in Ward 4 at Tacoma Park. I also want to thank Councilmember Todd for being here, hosting us in his community where he leads Ward 4 on our council. I also want to thank the DC employee and my teammates at DC DMV for making this happen. There was so much work that happened behind the scene to get us to this point, and so I do want to thank our team. We also had so many partners that assisted us. Department of Parks and Recs, Director Delano Hunter is here today for all of their assistance to get us here. And there was many other agencies that assisted us as well, DCRA and DOEE. So it was a collaborative effort to get us to this point today where we can open up the district's first OBD emissions kiosk self-service here in Ward 4. I also want to thank Councilmember Che, even though she's not here at this moment, for being such a great partner with us on the council to help us move the project along as well. Every year, about 171,000 DC residents come to the one and only inspection station in Southwest to get their vehicle emissions inspection done. The addition of this OBD kiosk would indeed, as the mayor has said, will give DC residents the opportunity to come on their own time to have their vehicle inspected and not have to move all the way over to Southwest. I know members of this community and those surrounding this area will have the opportunity to have the ease to come to Tacoma Park at their own time for their service. There are a number of features of the kiosk that we will share with you during our demonstration. Some of the things you will see would be a touch screen that is very easy to use for the residents. There is some audio, so step-by-step instructions to assist the resident when they're going through the process. We've done everything we can to try to make the process seamless and easy for all residents that come through. We even have included a camera on the machine, much like ATMs, such that we can see what's happening at the machine for safety reasons and just to know what's going on, because you could come at any time of the day. So also we have lighting as well in case you come at night. Again, if you do come to the self-service kiosk and you pass your emissions test, the DMV will print you off through the kiosk your inspection report right at the kiosk. You will also get a temporary inspection certificate that you will use and put on your dashboard while we are in the process of mailing you your permanent inspection sticker for you to replace your old one with. If you were to fail the kiosk, we also will give you the report such that you understand why you failed and you'll know what actions you need to take to ensure you come into compliance. I am very happy that the mayor has created an environment such that all agencies are indeed trying to find ways to bring new technology to the community such that they have convenience and to carry out their day-to-day business without having to have too many obstacles. So I'm very thankful for the environment that I work with the mayor and her team, and so many other agencies that work with me at this point. So thank you all for being here today. I look forward to showing you the kiosk and opening it today for all residents of the District of Columbia.
Thank you, Mayor. Gabriel. Thank you. Okay, so Gabriel and I will answer a few questions, and then we are going to turn to Bridget, I think, to give us a demonstration. Questions, yes.
William Hopper from Washington Automotive Press Association. What's the status of, are we ever going to have safety inspections back again? Because this is just emission inspections, and has there been any data out there that eliminating DC safety inspections are showing that we're having less safe vehicles on the road?
Sure. So DC never eliminated all safety inspections. There are a number of vehicles that go through safety inspection as well as emission inspection, such as our commercial vehicles, our for-hire vehicles, our government vehicles. They all go through safety inspections. It's only our private individual vehicles that do not have the safety inspection, and there's been no empirical data that shows that there's been any negative impact with the elimination of the safety inspection for passenger private vehicles.
Yes.
How much is an emissions test, and then, does the kiosk accept credit cards, cash?
Yes, so the payment system that we have for our current inspection system will not change with the kiosk. Currently today, you do not pay for the inspection until at the time of your registration renewal. Then it's tacked on to that process. So there will be no charge at the kiosk until your renewal of your registration happens at that time. It's $35 is the cost.
Sam.
So what happens if you flunk right here? What happens next?
Well, unfortunately, if you were to get a failure here at the station, you will get an inspection report to let you know what areas you failed, such that you can take it to your mechanic and you can have those things addressed. And then once those things have been addressed, you can come back to the kiosk or to our inspection station in Southwest, and you can go through the reinspection process.
So what if they says, okay, I'm going to have my friend's car is really in good shape and get it through here, but use the sticker for my car? I mean,
Thank you. Great question. So you'll notice during our self-service demonstration here, the individuals must scan their barcode. So every car, their VIN number is either on their dashboard or in the door jamb. The technology requires you to scan that information such that the vehicle can then be identified via your registration card or the scanning of the door jamb. But then once we connect that OBD reader to your vehicle, we're reading the VIN number again electronically through the vehicle's computer. So if those two things do not match, you will not be able to continue with the test.
So old cars can't go through here?
This is for vehicles models year 2005 and newer.
It's on the press release.
All right. Any other questions? Yes, Mark.
So if you come through, so the process starts, you get a notification by mail. Is that right, saying that your inspection is due?
That is correct. We notify you via mail or email that it's time for you to renew your inspection.
And now that notice would give you these options. Instead of just saying you have to go down to Half Street, it would tell you that this is an option for you as well.
Absolutely. We will be including the self-service kiosk information on our notices and websites such that individuals know they have an alternative option.
And then I come here, I scan my barcode or however, and I pass, and it generates the temporary one. At that point, does the driver have to do anything else for you to generate the permanent sticker, or is that all automatic?
So the driver is done at that point. So this kiosk is connected to DMV systems such that we know that it has passed all of our validations, and we're able to then mail you the permanent inspection sticker to the owner, similar to a registration renewal where you finish the process online and we mail you your registration renewal through the mail. The same similar process will happen in this case as well for the owner. It's automatic at that point of passage.
Is there anybody here to monitor? There's two schools here, and there's going to be a lot of traffic. Is there anybody going to be here physically to monitor the amount of traffic that will be coming in and out of here?
So for the first 2 weeks, we will have someone on site just to assist with the new technology. As we know, residents will need to get comfortable with this new alternative that we have available for them. So we will have one of our inspectors here on site. After that, we will monitor the activity and see if we need to make any adjustments, but there isn't any permanent plans to have someone stationed here. It is meant to serve as a self-service kiosk.
What hours would that person be here for the first couple of weeks?
During the same hours of the inspection station, so 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. will be the times that we will have someone for the first 2 weeks on site to ensure that residents are comfortable with the technology.
Is this English only? You mentioned that there's some text and some audio. Is that just is English the only language?
Currently, it is in English only.
And how much did this cost?
So the budget for this project was at the $300,000 mark.
Are there plans to put more of these up? Is this like a test that you might put more of these throughout the
Great
city?
question. So with the mayor's initiative for us to make sure that these conveniences are available in all 8 wards, we are currently working with Parks and Recs at this moment to identify another location in either Ward 7 or 8 so that we also have this convenience on east of the river.
And so you're going to have somebody monitoring, though, 24/7, is that correct?
No, the monitoring is a camera. So there is a camera system on the system, the kiosk, that is on 24/7, that senses movement, and it will record what's going on at the kiosk.
So
But I'm just saying, will there be some individual monitoring what's going on at the kiosk?
No, it's a kiosk. It's a self-service kiosk, so it is not designed to have someone here permanently.
Here, but
No.
somewhere.
It's being recorded.
It's being recorded.
It's just
yes.
recorded.
Thank
I
you.
get it.
Yes.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Okay, so let's have a demonstration.